Ça va aller.
Stay nighty night and kiss me. Just hold me tight and tell me you'll miss me. While I'm alone and blue as can be. Little dream of
They push. We push. Every once in a while, we push hard enough that the light breaks through the clouds. And a world beyond the war glimmers, just out of reach. The war is the world, and the world is the war. But behind every gun sight is a human being. We are those people. We are the jaded, and we are the naive. We are the honorable and the criminal. We are the bound for legend and the lost to history. We are the knights of the sky, the ghosts in the desert, and the rats in the mud. These are our stories.
What's up, everybody? This is John, the Average Gamer, and I'm going to do a quick review for Battlefield 1. Now, the title is not the first or prequel of the Battlefield series. It's just a play on word for World War 1. Now, I like the game and I hate the game, and let's talk about the good. Now, I actually like the game because it looks great, it plays well, and brings back the old school feel. Now, the game is a fantastic playthrough if you play in single player. It's short, roughly like maybe an hour if you go through it, maybe two. It's not a long game, but the multiplayer, well, that's something completely different. Now, let's talk about the graphics, and it looks great. I think this is the best looking game out there so far. And besides the Uncharted and Infamous, but it does put you in the atmosphere of having World War One in your face. The dirt, the grind, the blood, everything that it looks and feels like it was 1918 kind of feel. It's a gorgeous cinematic experience. The cutscenes are good, the voice acting is good, but I wish there were a little more to offer. It's just way too much to getting to point A to point B and finishing the level. I kind of miss that. If they wanted to try a little better, they could have a good 8-hour campaign. But as far as that, they were pushing out this game to release date to be Call of Duty. It just the shoehorn in the single player. Multiplayer is a great aspect of open battle simulation that you could do a lot more just thinking a narrow space of like stuck in Call of Duty mode. I don't like some parts like in multiplayer that you play as you use a horse and you get stuck. The horse play is terrible, but in multiplayer, in single player it's not that bad because you don't use it as much. I did feel like it was kind of missing some contact with the multiplayer. It doesn't seem that it has that much. It doesn't feel like it has that much in the aspects of its multiplayer. But I do feel that it could have a little bit better, adding more combat, more original combat. Imagine, capture the flag or capturing a waypoint or team deathmatch. I wasn't really down to that. But I had to say this, with the bad part with Battlefield, it has glitches, not game breaking glitches. It has some glitches on it. They don't have a lot of technicality issues, but half the time in multiplayer, when you are definitely trying to shoot your rifle, sometimes it doesn't shoot, and that's fucked up. When you're down the line of a sight of an enemy, you want your gun to work. I had that issue a couple times when I was trying to kill an enemy, and then boom, gun didn't work. Got to throw a grenade, still didn't want to fire. That's an issue. If your shooter cannot shoot, what's the point on that? It's funny as hell, but there was a couple times there was intense matches and I couldn't really get through it without having that issue lingering. The rifles are good feel. The automatic rifles, not really. They don't pack that much punch. The rifles definitely do. Because again, it's supposed to be in a real world setting, and this kind of weapons that automatic wasn't that much powerful in today's weapons, but the single shot rifles are a really good addition to bring the old school shooters back because they work. Sniper rifles are OP. Shotguns definitely OP. But you could tell this is a high quality game. Now I'm kind of want to know that what Call of Duty is going to do when they come out. I don't think they could match the intensity that Battlefield 1 has. Now the combat is definitely a good feel of breaking the mold, being on ground. Get you clear space a lot faster. But it's a decent play. It's the controls on single player, controls different on multiplayer, especially the planes. I kind of feel like if they stuck with the original kind of gameplay on the single player, I think that would be pretty well. I think it would be a decent fit because the planes are hard to really maneuver. Then there's the other part that the tanks are definitely another overpowered machines. It doesn't feel that if they want to control the tanks and you got the opportunity to do so, someone's going to take it. But killing a tank on foot is a satisfying and yet a pain in the ass kind of thing because they're really hard to control and they're really sensitive between precision's attack. And if you guys are not careful, you will definitely get your ass kicked. Now the game is actually decent. The game is fantastic in how it feels, what it want to feel. But hey, it's Battlefield, and Battlefield is a great looking game, and I really enjoyed this part of multiplayer aspects because I don't like the fast-paced, new, fantastic feel of the new Call of Duty. It just doesn't feel. It's too cumbersome. It's too claustrophobic. But I do believe that Activision and Infinity Ward and anybody who does Call of Duty cannot match the intensity in the battles that they have of this game, and it does a lot better than most people ever think. and it's a hardcore game. Alright everyone, this is John the Average Gamer, and I catch you guys next time.
One day, all this will be over. The war to end all wars will be won by one side or the other. The guns will rust, grass will grow, and there'll be nothing left of any of this. The land will heal itself, as everything does in the end. We'll be long gone by then, but maybe not forgotten. History only remembers 1 in 1,000 of us. Then the future will be filled with stories of who we were and what we did, how we lived, how we fought, and how we died. When this is all over and the war is won, they will remember us. But until that day comes, we will stand. We will look death in the eye. And we will fight.